No 45 minutes hijacking my son's stream on the PS4. Most easiest way to Twitch. God bless you, Sony.
That's a world away
Welcome,
from yesterday,
people.
isn't it?
We're just biding time because of the adverts. If you saw the Nuffle Shuffle show last night, you'll know what gets a white get his pecker up or raises his wife from the grave. If you don't, go and watch it. It's a fantastic show. So here we are. Here we are again. It seems only yesterday that we was doing season 14 live draw. It's now time for season 15 live draw, where in about 15-20 minutes I'll be whining like a bitch, saying, "God damn it, why do I always get a shit draw?" And I can't blame anybody else because I'm the fucking idiot who actually does the draw. So I can't blame anyone for corrupting.
It's not all about you, mate. It's not all about you.
It is. It is. It's about me. I've been robbed.
I'm
And
sorry, yeah.
10-25's back this season. I'm expecting. Come on, give me a good draw. Anyway, so unfortunately, Dave's in a battle at the moment, in a good old Blood Bowl battle. He's losing 1-0, so unfortunately he's not with us. But UC Dave will hopefully be with me tomorrow when we do a proper preview on the playoff teams. But we're not, obviously, in the live shows now, we don't do that. We just have a little talk between myself, Mercy, talk a lot of shit, wait for you all to filter through, get your popcorn, your beers or whatever, and then we press the magic button, and then some of us will be delighted, some of us won't be happy, and some of us will be saying, "God damn it, I wish you was dead, Bernie." But hey, that's just the way it is.
Maybe all three.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure it is. Do you
It's complicated.
I think there's a lot what really excites me about the playoffs, but this is probably the most exciting but most nervous part of the full thing. But you've got yourself qualified, you've all got into the playoffs, you're all in your MSN or PSN, whatever message group, playoff group, you're all buzzing, you've all made it, you're all high-fiving each other, all saying, "Well done, man, well done for getting through," and you've got people saying, "Oh my God, it's my first time here. What's that? The burning sip? I want the burning sip. Oh great, please give me it."
There are a few new coaches as well.
Yeah.
There's about half a dozen guys who have never been in this competition before,
Yeah.
which is a great thing.
It
And
is.
they're really psyched about it, and that makes everyone else psyched about it. But it's a stellar lineup as well. Across the
Yeah.
board as well. On Xbox, it's an amazing lineup. On PC, it's an incredible lineup. Everyone was coming for season 15.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot at stake on this season. It's going to be epic.
I think as well. I think it would have been the World Cup as well. This is your last chance to win the World Cup.
This is last chance saloon as far as the official leagues are going. Yeah, so yeah, that's got an added pressure, definitely.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, obviously, what I usually do, or obviously off air, is I have a look at all the teams, and I haven't done it for a few seasons because obviously I've been coming in with fun teams like the Vampires and stuff like that. But obviously this time around I've got a decent team, and I always look at the teams and say, "Oh, what's the weakness? Do I want to play these? Who do I want to play against?" And
Well, you're rolling off the coattails of the champ, aren't you? Because we have a dwarf champion, and you've
yeah,
qualified with dwarf. So
yeah, that's never a good thing.
Back-to-back
I
dwarf
doubt
thing
it.
that
I
you
doubt
never
it.
know.
If there's any
we had a
justice,
back-to-back dwarf win, didn't we? So
did we? Oh well,
I believe so.
oh well, I'll take it, even if it's not true. I don't know. If there's any justice in the Blood Bowl world, we will become champions thanks to season 1. Biggest robbery ever.
Well, as long as you can adjust the rules of the game in the meantime.
Okay, I mean, I feel like that guy from Happy Gilmore. You've seen Happy Gilmore?
Oh, I love that film. Yeah.
Do you know is it like Troy McGloon or whatever, the really good player who always comes second and that? And in the end, he gets beat again. He goes, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna pinch the jacket and run." That's what I feel like doing. Fuck you lot. Give me the cup. I'm off.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, that's one of the most famous Chaos Cup victories of all time was the Lowdown Rats, and they won it because they just scratched their name into the trophy.
See, I'm happy to do
Classic
that.
Blood Bowl, man.
I'm happy to do that. It's still a
There's
win.
ways and means. You just got to think outside the box.
Outside the box, exactly. Well, I was thinking outside the box. I thought, what's going to best 24/10s? Let's go in the 25th outside the box. What happened? I didn't go outside the
You've
box.
been a pioneer.
Yeah.
It
wasn't.
Of course, you have to bet.
I
People
thought
weren't ready for you.
I thought outside the box. What related to out the cup? So yeah, I've seen how outside the box works. But you know, that's just the way it is. But I
Stupid
always,
computers.
I know, I always think this is the most exciting part and the most nervous part of the ladder.
It
I,
is.
I
Yeah,
e-
everyone always kind of says there's always kind of a counter argument. Why isn't it seeded? Surely, ranking
yeah,
things should be an element, but there's nothing like a random draw. There's nothing like it. You get it. You get it in a lot of classic sporting
yeah.
events, and the thrill of it. You could get two juggernauts going at it in
Yeah.
the first
I
round.
mean, we had that
You
last
could
season. Hmm? We had Arswin and Circle, didn't we? Arswin and Circle last season, they both got drawn against each other.
Exactly,
So,
but the bottom line is, if you want to be the champ, you got to come up against anyone.
yeah,
There
you've
should
got
be
it.
no easy ride.
There shouldn't be. But, there's certain teams I'd like to play. So, yeah. No fault if
Is there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I
like
know.
me.
No. Strength 5 Trim Guardians were not
Good
very
old
good for dwarfs.
Kems.
No. Wheelie, hi guys, looking forward to the draw. Has Mercy done his McMurty advert yet?
I've been working on it, mate.
I
I've been
know.
working on it.
The thing is,
Maybe if I
Wheelie.
ever get an
Yeah.
invite to the Knuckle Shuffle again, I
Oh,
might
he
be a bit
will.
more
He will.
prepared,
We'll hold
but
him to it. The thing is, I would have saved him. But I was upstairs in the games room, and I would have took over for him. But when I do like voices and stuff like that, I'm really loud. I'm loud anyway, but real loud, and I just couldn't. As much as I love Mercy, I didn't want to get
give it
killed
the
for it.
full morgue. Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
Whereas VG, he
Yeah,
stole,
VG.
stole the prize. Didn't
VG
he
is
he was
amazing.
just straight into it.
I just thought it
You
was
want
funny.
an ad? I'll give you an ad.
He was just awesome, and then he covered a few as well. I just thought it was so funny. But yeah, the what was it? It was the Star White Ivabona advertising Viagra. It was fantastic. What
Classic.
Wheelie said about
Yeah,
Wheelie, what he said in
that's
chat
true
was,
madman.
yeah, it was hilarious. But if you haven't seen the Knuckle Shuffle show, we must warn you that we was testing about with it, so the microphone volume the volume in very high, so you'd have to whack it fully
A
up.
few teething problems is an
Yeah.
understatement, but we
It
got the
was.
show out, which is a miracle in itself.
We
and
got
I was proud of it. It was fun.
we
It
got
was
the
fun.
show out on various streaming channels. Is the best thing I can say. But yeah, go and watch it. It was hilarious, even if it's just for the coach, I think. Anyway, well, we're trying to just talk and trying to wait for everyone to get in before we do the draw. It looks like we've got a lot of the playoff coaches in the channel. Please, can you tell
What
me?
Are we waiting for
Just
what,
wait
like
a few
50
more.
coaches before we
Yeah,
start?
yeah. I'm trying to be like VG now. So I've got a challenge for everyone in the chat because I'm sure Mercy will bottle it. So I'll ask you guys. Always, absolutely. Who do you not want to face? Give me one team you don't want to face and one team you want. Last season, someone asked for a team and they got it. So let me know in the chat. Messi, anyone you do not want to play against? I presume it won't. I suppose Arzawin you would not want to play because you must be fed up of playing against him.
I'm fed up. During the course of the season, I played him 6 times, and it was not a great record. I think it was 5-1-1
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. It was bad though. Yeah. So I think Arzaway would be over the moon to play me again.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. No, I fear everyone. It's gonna be a struggle for me, whatever the case.
Yeah.
So there is no good draw for me.
No, good draw. I mean, you was jesting what we do when we were waiting for 50 people. Since we've just been talking, another 4 coaches have just come into the chat. Just for the list starters, I'm asking who you do not want to be drawn against, and who would you like to be drawn against. Mojanov says Dana. I played him in the first one, last 2 cups. I want anyone but Dana. Yeah, I hate playing Dana. He's a great coach. No dwarfs for Runimon. Real shod, yeah, no elves or dodge heavy teams, please.
Rooney is more than entitled to say no dwarves.
Warning grenade.
I'm
I
sure he's had
always
his,
forget. I always forget who warning grenade is. My apologies. I'll tell me what your gamer tag is. I should know by now. I
Identify
really should.
yourself.
You'll tell me, and I'll still forget. I'll blame it on to old age. Gruber says no
Groovy.
dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freeman's team's pretty banged up.
He
Fight
suffered
talker.
a horrific final match, didn't he? But still made the wild card cut, so he's through.
Yeah,
But he had a
yeah.
nightmare last match. Yeah.
He did, and I watched it because obviously I was involved in it. And the only thing, oh yeah, Gimlick wants me, yeah, because you know, Gimlick
You were
wore.
involved in it.
I
It
was.
was against you, was it?
No, it wasn't against me. I was hoping he would win for me, and he let me down. He did get diced. He did get diced, but he had a chance to be brave with his 5 lizards and go up the left flank, but instead he ran away. And I was thinking to myself, crap, you've just given the game away because there's no way, even though dwarfs are slow, with what you've got left, he's going to take the ball off you. And I was
There's
like, oh my.
usually a lot of last night activity, but I have to say, season 15, the last night before the deadline, even the last few hours up until the
Yeah.
deadline, I've never seen anything like it for a fair few seasons. There was matches going on, there was places
Yeah.
to be had, there was places lost at the last minute. The lineup, like, because we always do like a provisional list of the running
Yeah.
orders just so we can adjust it, and about 6 or 7 places changed like in a space of 2 hours,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of work for us, but it was very exciting stuff.
Yeah. It wasn't enjoyable for me because obviously I played the worst game
Man,
out.
if you don't have to sweat for it, then you haven't earned it. Man. That's the thing.
It was a funny game because like my last game I played, and it was your fault because you rolled a double 1. So I'm blaming solely on you, not because I played crap. I'm blaming you because you're my star player. You rolled a double 1. You rolled a double 1, Messi, when I could have drawn the game. But it's really funny. It was really funny because it was the worst I've played in about
Trust
2
me.
years. It's the worst I've
That
played in
does
2
sound
years.
like me. You shouldn't name your players after.
I do. I
after
love to. I
guys
love
you
to.
know.
I love to. And as we watched the game, and he was like disgusted with me, saying, "Benny, what the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm playing like a." But I got 3 level ups, and I didn't get any injuries, and I felt really bad anyway because I was in a foul mood. But apart from
In the
losing the
cold light
game,
of day,
yeah, everything else was great.
That's great.
And
Yeah,
all my
absolutely.
friends were like saying, like Sean and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna play one more game because that I think ps4 needs 1 point for level up." And what happened is there's losing players left, right, and centre. His ps4 actually
It's a
died.
hell of a gamble, that's right.
So
Because everyone else is doing the same. Everyone
yeah.
else is thinking the same. So the guys who are spinning, they're banged up, but
But
they've got
but
killers there.
I think what it was is a lot of the kill teams were the ones who was getting their asses kicked. And
Well, look at the chaos. Look at the chaos.
Yeah.
They're banged up. I mean, and the curse that goes with top place, the curse that goes with the defending champ. Those guys have got a hard road, you know.
yeah,
If you had to pick someone,
Yeah.
then maybe chaos.
yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at the chat. So obviously, Gimlick wants Bernie. Yeah, I love you too, Gim. And I'll be honest, when I was looking at the teams, one team I didn't want to play was Gimlick. Not because it was Gimlick, it's because his team, it's a bad matchup for me. He's created his team so beautifully and so balanced. It's not a good matchup
He's an
for me.
absolute master at that race
Oh,
as well. So.
yeah, he is. He should have fucking stuck to vampires or some shit like that.
I tried, man. I tried.
And I tell you what was interesting though, Mojo Nova's not had a good record against Gimlick, and I'm a big fan of Mojo Nova. Mojo Nova said, "Look, I want Gimlick, I want him, and I want to give him payback." And where's the best chance to get your payback is in the playoffs, because that's when it matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the ladder. It all matters now. So yeah, it's. And Wheelie wants Fight Talker, I think. Yeah, I looked at Fight Talker. He's a Kislev, isn't he? I wouldn't mind taking the Kislev apart. I tell you, you know the team I want to play, and this is nothing to do with how good his team is or how good he is. I want to play the other dwarf team because I just feel like the dwarfs, the last few days, we've just been scrapping with each other, and I think me and Segezio, if we could just get first round, just kick the crap out of each other, and may the best dwarf win. I think that would be pretty good. But I don't want Gimlick.
Yeah.
Don't want Gimlick at all, and I'd rather not play Arzawayne, Dave. I don't know who else. Oh, Projecki. I thought his rats are a pain in the ass. I don't know. There's lots, you could say you don't want to play anyone because they're all so good, but you've got to risk it for a biscuit. If you're not in it,
it's a good
you're
crowd,
in it.
man. There's teams that are capable of this. It's wide open for me at the moment.
Right. Okay. God, I hate this bit. Where's my button? Here's my button. I don't know where I press. It's invisible. That helps. So
Hit
what
that
we're gonna?
square.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that square now. Right, guys. Okay. My apologies for anybody who gets a bad draw, and for anybody who gets a good draw. Woohoo! Remember, when you play me again, hit that concede button. Give me a free win to show your appreciation. What we'll do then, we'll go through the games on the first page. We won't tell you about the second page until we go on to it to keep the suspense. If you guys want to check on your PS4 fan, but please don't tell us who's against who on the second page if we're not on there, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
Feel free to take a sneaky peek if you like.
Yeah, if you want to, just don't blast it in the just don't blast it in the chat. Are we ready? Are we all ready?
Oh, ready as we'll ever be. Good luck, guys.
You can create an automatic seeding of teams. Otherwise, you must select the teams that play against each other. Do you want to create an automatic seeding? What? I'm just going to press random. Here we go. Does that work? Oh.
It's up.
Oh.
It's live, people.
Oh, not him. Oh, that's a bad draw for me. But let's go through them.
Is that Arzawayne versus...
Yeah,
Shot?
Arzawayne versus Shot.
Oh,
the
way.
four-time champion will... Oh, this some beautiful ones here.
First ticket. Look at this.
The 4 times champion will play the current champion.
That is Arzawayne, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I know Arzawayne's teams. We then... why do I always get on the side I don't want to be on? I think whoever did this draw is corrupt, and I want him sacked. Dark Side of the Wood. Dark Side of the Wood. That's Wood Elves against Dave the Chaos Dwarfs. Dimes is Rob DeZone, the best subscriber I ever had, and he plays the new Dark Elf coach. And then we've got Sergal. Now Sergal will play Gerdly top seed. That's a case filler, but that is Gerdly's Chaos. So that top half. That top half of that page is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
There's some serious caliber in there.
Now here's a funny one for you: Ogres versus Halflings. Luke Hart will play Halflings.
Wow.
That could be interesting. Then
that would be an amazing match.
We've got Norse against Underworld. So Rooney, you owe me a pant. That's not a bad draw for you. Then we've got Shagrath and bloody Shagrath against Wheelie. Now me and Shagrath have clashed so many times, and then one of my favourite coaches, Flynn Sorrow, and the Bretonians of all things will clash with my dwarfs. That will be tough. So I'm not too pleased with that. And here we go, second page. Let's have a look. The Illustrian All Stars, the Batter team, they go against the Nagel of Mojo Nova. Groobies Norse, they will take on Dana's humans. Projeki gets the nice draw against the Goblins. Serious Jest will go up against the Vampires of Afrochef. Yeah. Gimlick, who so badly wanted me while you're miles away. I'll see you in the final, buddy. He will play Cox's
Cox. Oh my
Orcs.
goodness,
That will be interesting.
be
Rainbow
amazing
Troopers, I'm not exactly sure. Some has been called Trip or whatever. He's against that really good coach. Yeah, someone like that. I never heard of him. Against a guy who made headlines in season 1. Dead Threat Society is coached by Rostifer. Yeah, Rostifer. See how good my memory is. He was the guy who knocked out the favourite. Stummandidi's Dark Elf. Stummandidi threw the ball into the end zone. He was going to win, and then from nowhere, Eldril Sandweather came and intercepted the ball and sent it back the other way to score on 10-16 and knock the favourite out, and the top seed curse was born.
An interesting return then. Okay.
And you can't complain about your bloody draw, because that is a battered dwarf team against the mighty Khemri. And finally, I think Mr. Grenade Fire Talk will be extremely happy. Is against another battered team, the Top Elves, what are coached by a very good coach in Hirio. So again, and I hope no one takes this the wrong way, but I'm on the wrong fucking page again. I saw it to be on page 2. I'm ended upon with a group of death. Fuck you, Bernie. You're a wanker. So let me know in the chat. Anyone happy? But are you happy with your draw?
I think it'll be a tough one. But the draw overall is fantastic. There's so many good matches in there. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm going to be watching all of these.
I mean,
Sure.
Azwin. Azwin against. We'll go through. Azwin
My
or
God.
Shod. Who's going to win? Azwin or Shod?
Shot.
Oh, Shod. Okay.
Shot. Yeah, man.
Oh, fuck it. I'll go with
He's on
Shod
a
as well.
roll. He's the champ.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to go with the champ, haven't you? I'll go with
Fight
Shod just
fire with
so.
fire. Yeah.
I'll go with Shod because he's real nice to me and gives me cheers. So I'll go with Shod. He obviously wants the Berners tip. Dark Side of Wood Elves against Dave's Chaos Dwarfs.
I haven't seen anything about the Wood Elves. The surprising thing is the Wood Elves came very low down. Wood Elves in general were very underrepresented this whole season.
Yeah.
Dwarves have been through the roof. I think there was like 70 dwarf teams
Is that including Chaos Dwarfs?
out of. No, not included. Just pure the good dwarves.
Well, he's a Chaos Dwarf. This isn't a
There
good
was over
dwarf. This is
70
bad dwarf.
teams made out of 240 or whatever. So it's like about a fifth of all the teams were dwarves. So maybe that goes to some way to explaining why there were so few wood elves.
Right.
But yeah, I think he came in like 12th or something like
Well,
that.
still
And
not
there
bad,
wasn't
still
much
not bad.
competition. But yeah, no, I haven't really seen much of the Wood Elves in general in season 15. So the fact that he's made it, it's an unknown quantity, but
Yeah.
we know Dave.
Yeah,
We
we know
know we
Dave.
can do.
Everybody knows the Dave.
So just out of ignorance, I'm going to say Dave. But
Yeah, and I agree. I'll go with Dave because I don't know anything about the Wood Elf coach. My apologies to the Wood Elf coach. So I'll go with Dave. Dams, that's Rob DeZone, the best subscriber ever, versus Humble Thane Harpies. That's BB Pecco making his debut. Now he had
indeed, first time in a competition.
Yeah, he had
He's
a very
got
good
a lovely
record.
Dark Elf team. I think they'll both like the draw there. I
Yeah.
think that'll suit them both. So
Yeah, I agree.
that might be a right old ding dong. They both know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a fascinating match.
Which one are you going for?
Cannot predict.
You have to
Can't
predict it.
predict a winner.
Of course you can predict a winner. You just pick one.
3-3.
3-0. Who wins in overtime?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, Tree Man through the posts.
Through the post.
I'm gonna say Dark Elves.
Okay, well I'll go with Dharma just to even up then. Segal against Gedley. That is a horrendously good game.
Yeah. Sergal never overplays his campaign, does he? So
No.
he won't be as developed as he wants to, which will suit Girdley because I think he's taken a few knocks. So his team is far from ideal from what he'd want. So in a twisted way, that'll kind of make it a very even match.
Yeah.
They're both phenomenal coaches.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, Sergal is possibly one of the most successful ladder coaches.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tip Girdley.
Yeah. I'm
He's not too sure of his chances, but I'm gonna back him.
as people know, I'm a huge fan of Segal. The problem is that I'm a big fan of Gedley as well, and if this was Skaven, if Gedley was playing Skaven, I'd be on Gedley straight away because he's brilliant with Skaven. But even so, looking at the teams, I still back Gedley. So I'll go with Gedley's Chaos. Lupat the Ogres versus the Flings.
Who knows? That is going to be a bizarre one. I like this Ogre team. We were talking about this last night.
It was.
I think he's fully packed with
break tackle
on all of his ogres. So he's got great mobility. The poor old Flings, I think they've only had like 3 games, haven't they? And so they've yet to be tested. And I think they've yet to play a non-stunty team either.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know.
Play into their hands, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Ogres. I'm going
to go with Ogres because I know Torre.
He's played 10 games. He's only lost 1. That speaks volumes to me. I'm dead impressed with that record.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's 5-4-1 or something like that.
It's correct. That is
for Ogres, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, and Torre obviously got a welcome ticket as well, so you know he's a very class act. So.
Will that play a factor?
No,
Again,
I don't think so.
No.
No. North One Blitz versus the runner-up of season 14, Rooney Mount's Underworld, and he's back again with Underworld.
Indeed. Yes, the top-rated Norse team got through. We've got two Norse, which is lovely to see.
Yeah.
Representing. But yeah, these are the top-rated Norse team. Norse are great against stunters usually, but this is last season's finalist, Rooney. You cannot underestimate him. Yeah, on that reason alone, he's had such a great run.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fairly confident of that draw. I bet the Underworld.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with history here, and I'm gonna tip the Norse because runners-up in the finals have a bad record. And the coach who usually gets runner-up have a horrendous record. I don't know why they do. I remember Gimlick winning. I remember good old Gimlick winning it, and then getting knocked out the season after by good old me. Just thought I'd get that in there against Gim. And also the runner-up as well got knocked out the first round. But when I've looked back at the history, the winners and the runners-up usually have a bad time the season after, unless you're called Arswin, then you never do. But usually that's the case. So I'm going to just go on North
again is wonderful in itself.
Yeah, we know it's not you, Groovy. It's not. No, it's not me. It's Rooney. We know it's you. We know it's Rooney.
That's the good Norse. It's the good Norse.
Yes, the good Norse. Yeah. Not the Polish lot. Maximum Aggression. So that's Shagras team versus Wheelie's Orcs.
Oh, now that's gonna be.
Depends if he turns him drunk or not. Surely.
Maximum Aggression. I've been watching them. They've just torn the league apart. Not only is this like a 990 fully strength Dark Elf team, which is fascinating in its own way, but also they have dished out more punishment to their opposition than they've
has
happened to them. But yeah, they've got killers on their team. They can match anyone pound for pound. I don't think Orcs will trouble them.
You don't?
No. I mean, they'll trouble them, but I don't think they're gonna think, "Oh no, not another bash team."
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but they can dish out a punch as well as take one. And Shaggy's been on form.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Real shot saying I'm probably out after round one. You're not, because I've tipped you. You've got the Bernie's tip. You're through. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but he said after round one. So that's so confident of beating Arswin after round one.
Oh well, there you go. I like that. Okay, like it. Didn't even read it properly. Yeah, Shagras such a good coach, and he's got to. I think he's been runner up twice in the finals, so he knows how to get there.
He's got supreme caliber, but I've been watching this team in particular, and they are hot. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I think I would tip him as the dark horse for this whole competition.
Now, I know a lot of people are gonna go on the Shagras train here, and I get it. I totally get it. I like his team. I'm not saying he's gonna. I'm not saying he can't win it, because most people will expect it. When I look at this game, there's one nagging thing. What I cannot get out of my head. Wheelie has a knack. I don't know how, but he has a knack of beating the top coaches. It wasn't that long ago that he beat Arswin with his team, if my memory serves me correctly. So
yeah, well, they've had a great campaign. They've done well. You know, they've earned their stripes. They're here on merit. You know, I'm not discounting anything here.
You can't really discount any team. They've all got good coaches. But
harking back to what you were saying about avoiding a team, Maximum Aggression. Yeah, they are one team that I'm fearing more than most.
Well, you'd have to play them. You'll be out by the time you get around to.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is watch this space. This team has been magic.
Yeah, they have.
So, hey man, he can come unstuck right here, right now. But
I'm gonna look like an idiot, because usually when I have a good reaction, they always blow up in my face. But I'm gonna tip Grizzly Mob I don't know why. I just think Wheelie is going to have one of those games where he's just going to punch and break everything he hits, and Shagrath will lose, or Shagrath will just get pissed and forget to pick the ball up, or throw it to an oak. That's more than likely.
You've always got to factor that in, yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, if he's sober, you're in trouble, but if he's drunk, you've got a chance. The Bretonians, ironically, against me, the Dwarfs.
Was Flynn-Sorrow. Flynn-Sorrow is a quality coach.
He is.
I like his style. He's good. He's well versed with several races, but I know that he knows his breadths.
He does.
Yeah, no, you've got a sticky one there, bruv.
I have. When there's a few coaches, I'm not scared of his team. Not scared of his team at all. But the coach, it's a different matter.
Exactly.
It's going to be tough. I've got to back my boys until they get knocked out. As long as they don't get slung out on 10-25 or get knocked out on penalties, it'll be an improvement. But yeah, it'll be a tough game. I think he's going to get quite a few inducements as well. What's the problem? But so he'll get a wizard at least. But we'll see. I'm just upset with the first page because even if I did get past him, there's a chance of that against Wheelie and Shagrath, and I could go against.
You're up against the Delves, yeah, man.
Yeah. So it. But then again, you've got to beat the best, haven't you? You've got to beat the best to win it. So
that's the beauty of random draw. You get who you get. You beat who's in front of you.
Absolutely. So, and I suppose the only good thing, if I did get knocked out by someone like Flynn Soares, is a great lad. He's a good friend. He's a great guy, and I'll be happy for him. And that's the thing, isn't it? That's the great thing about the PS4 community. We're all friends after the match, and we all wish each other well. Unless you've got a tree on your team.
It's a bit of a pill to swallow to get knocked out. No one wants to get knocked out round one.
No.
That's the thing. It's like after that, second round, it's a little bit disappointing, but it's not so bad. You don't want to get all this weight and then just get knocked out. But half the dudes will,
Yeah. Wheelie and Shagrath, you playing your game tonight? Please say you are. Just like to slide that in there.
Beavers.
Hey, I'm getting on. I might get a game, and I might be able to stream a game.
No messing about, lads.
Stream a game.
This is live. This is live right now.
Yeah, get it done. I'll stream it.
Right, page 2.
Page 2. Mojo Nova must have been giving himself a good old wiggle jiggle. Thank you, Benny. I always thought you was the best. He got the team everybody seemed to want to get. Even my dog was thinking, give me them lusty all stars.
He was the last one in as well. He was the last one to accept his tickets. So,
yeah. So see, the Benny's magic worked its oracles. They'll be scared to say, well, actually, it was mine. I didn't accept my ticket yet. But hey, I love Freeman.
Freeman, he knows what he's doing.
I was impressed with Freeman.
If he's up as you think, then maybe he's got enough to get Slibley, which is always a worry for anyone, So
yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Mojo Nova's one of my favourite coaches. Mojo Nova wins this game.
And Mojo's had a lot of attrition himself. He's got 2 rookie warriors. It's not the best,
It's not, but it's Mojo Nova.
You can stand up to lizards, but
it's Mojo. I like Mojo. I go Mojo.
They're equally battle worn, though. I think they're
both good coaches.
Scars.
Well, that's fine. Sometimes they're the sort of games you want to see. It's not always about the superstars.
Exactly,
it's always about
games you want to see. You want to see like a good even match, and I cannot predict a winner there.
Now then, I tell you, this will be a good one. Mockno Legia, Groovy, Hot Dice Groovy. He rolls.
HD.
I tell you what, if I had his dice, I would be far. I would be. I don't know, 5-6-time champion. I'd make ours. I'd be far better than ours win with his dice. No problem. He just doesn't feel nothing. The Polish stallion, we'll call him for now. That's the first thing that came out of my head. The Polish stallion. I will break you. He's against Dana. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't play against Dana. But I don't think that.
He's done well with his humans.
Do you know?
He's done very well.
Do you know what really made me chuckle when I saw this thingy? Groovy is a dirty bastard. He fouls like shit. And you know who's more dirty than Groovy? Dinah. Both of these are dirty bastards. So expect boots flying from probably turn 1 all the way to turn 16. Good game, groups. Bang, turn 16. We'll still be seeing that.
That's the matchup for me then. Yeah,
it's gonna be like a grudge match. Projecki again. I still haven't got my Christmas card from last season. I'll have another one this season. I've given you goblins. Show me some love. So that, I mean, personally, for that draw, you at least, I think you deserve to carry me about 5 times on Fortnite and get me some wins in duo. I think that's what you should give me. I mean, Sergeren is a good coach as well. I'm sure he'll try and take as many Skaven scumbags with him, but I can only see the Skaven winning this one. 4-1, 5-1, 5-2, something like that.
Yeah, he usually has first round jitters, does old Projecki. But yeah, he couldn't have asked for a better draw.
Yeah.
Goblins versus Skaven is a total nightmare.
And I tell you what, that's a nice Skaven team as well. That is a beautiful Skaven team.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, yeah, the secret weapons will be off in seconds, and then it's just going to be, it's going to be the OK Corral. Yeah. Unless you can come up with some kind of magic. But
I tell you what, though. I tell you what would be really funny though. We know who's here. We know who Sargravane is, and we know how he plays. And it'll be really fun to watch that game because we'll have chainsaws flying about, we'll have bombs being thrown, we'll have pogos leaping over stuff.
Pure blood bowl as we know and love. That's the kind of thing we wait for. That's what I love about goblins. Yeah.
It'll be probably one of the most funniest games.
Into the mix. Let's just hope for some crazy chainsaw action.
It'll be one of the most funniest games ever. Now, here's a game what people might overlook, but I think it's going to be an interesting game. Spike City MCs, that's Serious Jest, no eyes away from this season, and Street Fighting Vamps, what is good to see Afro Chef back in the playoffs. I think this will be really good because the vampires have got some crazy vampires. I think he's got 2 agility 5 vamps and a strength 5 vamp. Fuck me, it's going to be a very tactical game, that one. Because Swag City can dance all they want, dance about and all this, but the Vamps are probably going to just go straight through cages or straight through screens and just deck him. So he's going to have to be pretty smart, his Jest. And obviously whoever wins that game will go against the Skaven probably, so that's interesting. Who do you think wins that one? That's a tough one.
I don't know. Interestingly enough, my last 2 games before season end were against these 2 teams.
Oh well, you will have a good thing on them. So who wins it?
But yeah, to cut to the chase, it's got to go with Serious Jest.
I would just say I would have gone with.
He'll have the edge.
I would go with Jesty, but I try not tip him. The reason I don't tip him is because then he usually comes and does some streams for me. So I'm going to tip Street Fighting Vamps to win it. And to be honest, I think he might do it.
His vampire team, one of the best vampire builds I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's got
strength 5s, 1 AG 5.
No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Is it?
It's 2. No, I think
it's 2 AG 5.
Strength 5.
No, it's 2 AG 5. 1 strength 5. Because I looked at him, I thought, fuck me, this team would be a problem.
Yeah. And you know old Afro Chef, he has no fear.
Oh no, he doesn't care. He'll do it.
The one thing that holds him back is the fact that he has to roll sometimes more than a 2+. But on this team, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He can run through anything and he will
slap
get to you. And he has done to great effect. He's got a great record with this team. He's obviously loved this team.
Yeah.
It's great to see him back.
Yeah.
He's a mischief coach, isn't he? He's just one of these infuriating mischief coaches.
He's a pain in the backside.
Just in for a whole, he's in for a rough ride.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
I'm going to go for the high elves.
Well, I'm going to go for the Vamps because I think if he gets his big Vamps and they have good games, they could pull off Perth.
They could take on anyone. Take a
big W. So there you go. Now then, Swedish Wolves. That's Gimlick's team against Cox and the Orcs. You know, I said in the MSN chat when Cox conceded against the Dwarfs, you know, with that big Dwarf race, I said, I'm the worst enemy to have if you backstab my bloody Dwarfs. So, you know, put a bit of magic in there. What would be the worst matchup for the Orcs? Oh, the Swedish Wolves. Oh, look. Shenanigans. You're welcome, Cox. All seriousness aside, though, that's a great matchup. 2 very good coaches.
That's a
the
phenomenal
brute
matchup. Yes,
force of the
absolutely.
Orcs, and then the class and the claw of the Wolves. And I think that's a great matchup. I think Gimlick won't be too chuffed with that matchup because Cox is Cox is
Well,
very impressive, very
whoever
impressive.
comes through it, I have to say, will be the favourite
Yeah,
to get to the semi-final.
yeah, I would agree with that.
I think they are the two best coaches with the two best teams. They've been drawn together, thankfully, for the rest of the draw. But yeah, looking down the draw on the whole, not to look too far ahead,
Yeah,
but I'd say whoever comes through that is gonna be the
favourite, yeah,
semi-final
yeah.
guy. Yeah, in
Right,
my book on paper.
Rainbow Troopers. So Trip said, "I'll take anybody but elves," and he's going against high elves.
You are welcome, sir.
You are welcome, but he can't moan because I think that's the weaker side of the draw. Out of all the four segments, yeah, you got
Oh, thanks very
Gimlick.
much.
Well, you know what? Yeah, well, you tell me. You tell me. I mean, if you want to swap with me, by all means, I'm sure we'll quite happily swap.
I don't think it's allowed, mate. Especially not live on air.
I'm
We'll
sure.
talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Yeah, yeah. I'll go halves with you. I'll give you half my winnings
But
if I
yeah,
get it.
this is the top high elf team.
Yes,
Uh, Jesty got through as the wild card high elves.
eighth
See,
spot.
I love this. I love the wild cards this season.
Yeah,
Two high elves, two
yeah,
Norse.
yeah. Two
Brilliant.
dwarf. Go
It
dwarf.
really mixed it up. I love that. But yeah, this guy, he hasn't played a lot of matches, but he's got a great record. What is it, 15-3-1, something like that?
Roster fair is
Yeah,
is it,
this is the return of this guy.
it's a bit of a do 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 do. Back in season one, the dwarfs got robbed on turn 25, but something else happened. The top seed got knocked out by this unknown coach Rostifer. People forget about it,
Wow,
mainly
it's
because
like we went back in time there.
yeah.
I love that.
Rostifer's back. The dwarves are back.
Roster's
Rostifer's back. It's season one all
and
over
he's
again.
obviously lost none of his edge because I think they come through with a great record. Maybe not overly played, but it was later on in the season that he did his run, which
Yeah, he's
a
a
lot of
good
people
coach.
don't like to do. But
I mean,
he's obviously proved he can play this team.
yeah.
Tripp's not going to have an easy ride.
He's not. He's not, and I won't go too much into his team. But I tell you what, when I did have a look at all these teams, one of my most favourite teams out of the full lot was Tripper's Rainbow Troopers. He has
Oh,
built a beautiful team. It's a
he has.
beautiful, brilliant team, and I'll
As you'd expect from Tripp, he knows his onions. He knows just what level ups to do at what point. Just
well. You say that.
he's got a great knack of being able to level at the right time with the right
Yeah,
skills to do the job. He's very calculated and meticulous about it, and it's wonderful to see that. And
yeah,
I've no doubt that this team is going to be a monster.
yeah. I mean, usually when I look
But
at I usually look at Tripper's teams, I'm like, God, that's a weird build. I don't agree with that. But when I looked at this Lizard team, I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Oh, that's good. I just liked it. The only thing you could really pick on if you wanted to be over thing is if you lost his agility for Skink, he hasn't really got much in the ball handling department. But
Zap him,
everything else,
stamp on him.
yeah. But I think that'll be a close game. This is one of those games I looked at. I thought, crap.
It'll be a
But
wonderful game, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the elves.
I-
After saying how much I love the Rainbow Troopers, I'm going to go with the elves. It's Roster Fair, season one, baby. The season one magical
Well,
return.
yeah, I don't know. Being naive to history, I'm going to go with my man Tripp. You know, he was
No.
top dog for long parts of the ladder this
Yeah,
season.
and
I
then
mean,
he-
he dropped down to what, third maybe,
Yeah.
but still there or
Yeah.
thereabouts. Phenomenal record, former champion. I'm going with Tripp all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
He
the.
didn't want it off, but I'm sure he can handle it.
I think Rostifer's a better coach. So.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
I know he said that because Tripp's in chat.
Well, we'll find
Sorry,
out. We'll find out on the AstroTurf, mate.
He knows Tripp knows all of him really, but me and Tripp always have these slide digs.
Yeah.
But
And the winner has the joy of playing either Gimlick or Cox. So they're going to have a lovely tournament.
Trip, you're welcome. Love you too, bro. But to be fair, Trip, my first 2 draws would be tough as well. So it's not like I've given myself an easy draw. Talking about easy draws, all elves are dead against Lamb Cordial. Now you owe me a drink. This is a nice part of the draw. You have no excuse if you don't get past the first 2 rounds. I'm sorry. They can win this, and they win this 7-0.
It's never easy. It's never easy. All these guys are in daggers drawn. You never know what's going to happen in the playoffs.
Well, I'm telling you now, Lime Cordial, triple B rating. Right now, I'll call it. You have my triple B rating, the banker of the week. 7-0 to the Khemri.
Why do you have to do this? Why?
The dwarfs are battered. The dwarfs are battered.
He's weighing in maybe 13, 60 something, and I'm at 17. So he's got inducements.
Yeah.
Which is going to be nasty.
His team's battered.
And,
his team's battered,
my
mate.
Guardians have a tendency of dying. He's got. I don't know. He's going to have a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not going to be easy.
We really said Strength 4, Agility 4, Blitter has a niggle thanks to me at Merciful. Yeah, really injured his
Thank you very much, sir.
All joking aside, I hope Sekihei doesn't take that too personally. It's all in jest. I honestly, I think it'll be a good game. But I've got to go with my boy. I've got to go Mercy. He's my admin, bro. So admin's got to stick together.
That makes me feel more uneasy than if you'd have backed against me.
I tip Gimlick, I tip you, admins, stick together. And finally, Jump versus Top Elves is a really weird one because I was so happy to see.
It's a fantastic game.
Yeah, I was so happy to see Fightalker get in. And Hirio, I'm a big fan of Hirio's, but his elves are battered. We saw last season when the former champ Gimlick, his poor battered elves were took to the cleaners, and Hirio's in the same spot. But again, Hirio could go all the way to the quarters.
Over the last 2-3 seasons, he's always found a way to become top pro elf dog.
He knows how to play.
He knows his team. He knows the attrition, and so he will want. I mean, I think the last thing he wanted to come up against was another Chorf kill,
Yeah.
I think he'll be slightly relieved that he's coming up against Jump. Fightalker is a great coach. This is his first time making the cut, which is wonderful for him. And I can't wait to see him in action. This will be good. This will be high octane, a lot of scoring, a lot of tactical play. They can both play tactics, both very different tactics as well. It's going to be fascinating. I'm personally going to tune in for that one.
Yeah, it's a hard one to call, but guys, it's a bad one. I just worry about the attrition on the elves.
Well, we'll tune in for tomorrow night's show when you get the full lowdown with Dave. Because I'd like to see how the Kislev are built and stuff. Because I haven't had a look at that. But I don't know.
Who are you picking? Who are you going to pick?
Oh dear. I'm gonna go with Firetalker. I'm gonna go with the Kislev.
I'm gonna pick Hirio because poor Firetalker. I'll tell you why. Because Firetalker seemed to be panicking in the playoff chat about this being his tip, so I don't want to put him off on his first round. So I'll tip Hirio. I'll tip the vet. That's the only reason, because I think this game's very, very close. So the last thing I ask my co-announcer, and you cannot sit on the fence, Mercy. You've already got too many splinters.
Never.
Pick the 2 finalists, please. Easy. So easy.
Well, let's just cycle back the draw. Okay.
Yeah.
This side
and while he's doing that, you lot in chat, give me your finalists. Come on. You always have a go at me. You show me. You put your money where your mouth is. You tell me who's going to be getting the 2. Yeah, thanks, Bernie. See, I'm looking after you, buddy. I'm looking after you. You're not getting jinxed. Sorry, Hirio. Go on then. Which 2 are gonna... Gut reaction. Just your gut reaction.
I reckon the rats are gonna do it. I reckon Projecki
Right.
It's gonna be the first finalist. Now
Mm-hmm.
the other half of the draw is a lot more difficult. um, Christ Almighty. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna say maximum aggression. We're gonna have Dark Elves versus Skaven final.
Right. Well, I've got some things here.
Shaggy versus Projecki.
Tripperus thinks Trip versus Trip. Um,
Of course he does. Is there anyone else in the world?
Shagrath says Bernie versus Gimlick. Real Shod says Bernie versus Gimlick. I don't know.
Well, to be fair to them, that's our usual prediction, isn't it? Bernie versus Gimlick. I think
I never tip myself. Bloody hell, never come in. I think people get a bit excited that I've got a team what's like played more than a game, and they think, oh well, you know, maybe I'll do it. So yeah, it was really spooky because they both came through at the same time, so it wasn't like they was in cahoots. I don't think there was. Why do you think me? My team's not that good, and I've got a really tough. I'll be
25, baby.
It's all about
Losing the name.
It is never forgotten. I don't. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now. I tell you what, the first page is just ridiculous. Second page, that's the easy page, isn't it? Let's see. Oh God. I tell you what would be funny if it was Rostifer versus Bernie. That would please me no end. But it won't be. It won't be. I can't. I like the rats, but Projecki's let a lot of people down who've tipped him to win a final before, so I can't do him. I think. Oh man, the draw is.
It's easier said than done, isn't it, bro?
Gim's got such a good draw. It really has. Gimlick's got such a good draw.
His first match is a nightmare.
That's the tough one, yeah. But after that, it slapped Trip all over the place. It slapped Trip all over the place. It killed the elves. It killed the Khemri. It slapped the Elven Union. It slapped the Kislev. I don't know if it beat Rostfer though.
I agree.
It's all about season 1. But Cox is such a good bloody. I tell you what, Cox's dice are as hot as Gooby's. Oh man. Oh, I don't know. Who said we had to pick?
I think that's the rules of the game here.
Okay, I'm going to go in the final, Saving Private Ryan, that's Dinar, versus... What? Yeah, see how I confused everybody there? I won't pick myself because I think that'd be a bit too big-headed, although you'll probably know that's going to happen. I'm going to go with...
Pressure's getting to him, folks.
I want to say the ogres, but I think...
Yeah, humans versus ogres. There you go. That's what pressure does to you guys.
Yeah, I'll go humans, Gerdly, Dana final. There you go. Gerdly,
Dana. That would be a phenomenal final. To be honest, I would love to see that. Yeah.
I've just got a funny feeling Gerdly's going to beat Sergal. I've got a funny feeling he'll beat him. And I've got a funny feeling Arswin's crashing out first round as well. To Shod. Everyone expects Arswin to go through, but I think Shod, his chaos have been a bit of a jinx, but playoffs are a different time, and if his claw pieces work, if he's going the left.
As soon as you get there, it's a different game. So
there you go. That is the draw. Some of you will be happy, some of you will be weeping like I am, but I'm sorry, it's random. And if you don't like your draw, next time pay me a bit more cash, and then you may get a better draw season 16. But that's it. That's us done. If please let us know when your games are getting played, and we'll try and get something.
Yeah, we want to make a push for this to be the most televised playoffs in a while. So
what we're gonna do?
If you need people to step in, co-commentate, just let us know when your match is on. There's a load of guys who would gladly just step in on a whim. You know, no matter the time, whatever, there'll be someone around. So just let us know.
The more notice we can get, the better it is. What we're going to be doing is, I spoke to Bannon and I spoke to Mercy Flush off air. We're going to create a message group like we do in the playoff group and the Illuminati chat group, just for streamers. So we're going to got all the people who can stream games, and we're going to put us all in a group, and then obviously we can talk when we know when games are going on, and we say, oh, can anyone do this game? It's like Saturday 5 p.m. BST. Anyone can do it, because one thing on the PS4 what gets negative feedback compared to the Xbox and the PC is we don't have enough streamers streaming games compared to the Xbox. Xbox kicks our ass on streamers for the playoffs.
That's it.
I'm sorry to say.
Hype. We might even get Doran in.
Yeah. Duran. Have we got a gutless admin to actually ask him?
Yeah. If we've got the courage, we might ask Duran.
We'll send Sam. But yeah, so there you go. So that's us done. Like I said, thanks again for Mercy for stepping in at short notice. Much appreciated. Good luck to everybody apart from that bloody lovely angel singing for Lynn Sorrow. I hope your team dies of rabies. And we'll see you whenever, I guess.
We've just got a match announced.
When?
Willie and Shag going down now.
I bet
you. Is that
are you gonna?
Are you gonna? Wheelie?
Yeah. Are you gonna stream with me, MS? Are you gonna go to bed?
You know what? If there is a match on,
it is now.
Wheelie, if you can confirm that,
it's there. Me and Shag can play now.
All right.
Let's keep rolling, partner.
I guess we're staying up here. Bar after dark. Look at that, midnight on the dot.
So basically, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. Me and Mercy are just going to clear our history of porn, and then we'll be back in we'll be back in 5 minutes for the first playoff game. And I'll tell you what, the first playoff game is usually the oh my god game. I can still remember Tripper's Norse against someone's Bretonians. Was it Flynn Sorrow's Bretonians? It was an amazing game. So if you come and watch us. And we'll see you in 5 minutes. Take care. Speak to you in a more, guys.
Best of luck to everyone.
And don't forget, maximum aggression, grease the mob, kill the fuck out of each other. Do me a favour. See you in a, guys. Bye-bye.